What's good? How y'all doing this evening?
Welcome everybody to another special edition of the FILA Sports Podcast. That's the Forever I Love It Nana Sports Podcast. Your boy Coach Mario and my boy, my co-host Don. What's going on, man?
How y'all doing this evening? Glad y'all can join us on this Monday night. We have a special guest on with us tonight. She's gonna introduce herself in a minute. If you're new to the show, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Also, hit that like button. Share this content out with other Atlanta sports fanatics, and please comment in the comment section. If you haven't been following us on social media, you already know to follow us on Twitter at FILA_SP, on Instagram, FILA Sports Podcast, and also on Facebook, FILA Sports Podcast. As always,
come holla!
It's your hometown sports podcast. All right. We have Jeanna Thomas from SB Nation on with us tonight to review the Falcons and Eagles game for yesterday. How you doing, Jeanna?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
All right, no problem. Thank you for coming on.
I'm doing a lot better on this Monday than I was last Monday after that loss. It was a lot more fun to watch the Falcons win last night.
Much better.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we on. All right, Coach, go ahead and
They said my mic is echoing. I'm gonna switch real quick. Let me see if I can switch my mic real quick.
All right. Well, while you doing that, I guess I'll go ahead and go over the score from yesterday. So we won the game last night. In case you was living under a rock or you just didn't get a chance to. Yes. So if you was living under a rock or whatnot, we won the game yesterday, 24-20. So Matt Ryan, he threw for 27-43. He had 320 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. All right. Coach, can you hear?
Yeah, I'm here. My mic any better? People in the chat. They said her mic was echoing as well.
All right.
You guys, is it any better in the chat? Mics. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, I can hear Don. I'm sorry. I'm back. I can't hear.
Oh, okay. All right. And Edo Smith, I try to check the audio here in a second. Edo Smith had 4 carries for 32 yards, and Devontae Freeman had 11 carries for 22 yards. Julio Jones had 5 receptions for 106 yards and 2 touchdowns, and Calvin Ridley had 8 receptions for 105 yards and 1 touchdown. All right. Desmond Trufant had 2 interceptions, and Grady Claiborne and Vic, they all got a sack each out of the game. So, give me 1 second, you guys. Let me go ahead and fix the audio real quick.
Okay.
So, it shouldn't take me that long.
Is it echo on both of us, or just me and Don? His mic is good. Is mine still echoing?
Yeah, my mic is good. They saying.
Yeah, they said yours is good. Yeah.
Let's see.
They said me and Jeanette are echoing is what they say.
Is it still echoing?
Yeah.
I'm waiting on them to answer now.
Okay.
It's still echoing.
Let's fix the noise.
It is. Okay. Let me actually hop off the call and hop back onto it because sometimes that will fix it. So I'll be right back.
All right, and we'll put you back in a minute.
Okay, great.
All right. Sorry about the technical difficulties, you guys. I apologize for this. So.
Okay, I'm back. Am I still echoing?
We don't hear the echo, so we have to wait for them to answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is.
All right, so you're saying it's still echoing, Jarvis?
Can y'all? Is it a little better now?
Yeah, both of us are still echoing.
Still echoing.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I tried to fix everything.
Yeah. Is it an echo now on me?
He said yours getting better now. I think it's the internet, man. That's what I'm thinking. I really think it's the internet. It has to be the internet. Cause I done did all the sliders and stuff on my end. So it almost got better. So yeah, I think I did the best I could on it. So we just go. I apologize, you guys. We're gonna have to, like I said, man. The audio's gonna get better eventually. I really think it's probably the internet. So just bear with us today.
I will have a mic next week. I will have a microphone next week.
Yeah. All right. So everybody in the chat, appreciate y'all joining us this evening. So we ran through all the stats for the game. One thing that stood out, one thing that shined throughout the game was Julio Jones. We know he just he got the most receiving yards in franchise history. That's 10,868 yards. So he surpassed Roddy White. Yep, Hot Rod. He surpassed Roddy White for that title. Both Vic and Tat, they played better yesterday, setting the edge and generating more pressure. And True Fun pretty much playing on a man on a mission lately. He got 2 INTs yesterday in the game. And also, he didn't really allow that many. Couple pass breakups, and he didn't allow that many yards. He didn't. RPOs is working good for Matt Ryan, and the defense did better with stopping the run. I think they only allowed them for 53, 52 yards on the ground yesterday. That's good compared to last week. And we know McGarry, he got out of the game with an injury, but he went back in with a knee injury. They did some more tests on it today. He's good to go, so he's fine. What's your thoughts of the game, Jeanna?
It was just like watching a completely different team from the week before. The defense was so much better, and that was my hope with Dan Quinn taking it over. And then I was so discouraged by what we saw against the Vikings that I really didn't know what to expect. So I was thrilled about them bringing the pressure. I was excited about the takeaways. I think that is going to make a huge difference. And yeah, especially guys like Trufant, who had a phenomenal game, and then seeing the pass rush actually generate some pressure was really, really nice to see for a change.
Okay.
Definitely. Taking the ball away, anytime you're taking the ball away, that means you're taking the possession away from the other team. It was a great thing. And limiting the rushing. Like the 2 things that we didn't do last week, we did this week. So that's always a good positive sign. Shows you that you're moving in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least it was addressed at practice.
Absolutely. I think the one thing that I wasn't happy about was definitely the Matt Ryan's turnovers, but that's really uncharacteristic for him. So I think that they'll be able to clean that up. I think a lot of it is just the offensive line hasn't really been able to gel because of the injuries. And so I think once they start to develop that chemistry, I think that we'll see fewer mistakes from Ryan.
Yeah, we're not worried about Matt. I'm pretty sure he'll clean that up. Yeah, the red zone turnovers 2 weeks in a row are uncharacteristic, but I'm not worried about it. I don't expect that to continue. So
yeah, we know Matt Ryan in the beginning of the season he tend to struggle a little bit. Like couple of those picks yesterday really wasn't his fault. Like Julio, he didn't look back for the ball. All right, I think the only one
miscommunication.
Yes, miscommunication. Yeah. I think the only one was his fault was when he tried to force that pass to Sanu.
Oh yeah, the one behind Sanu. Yeah, he threw it behind Sanu. And the one to hoop too. The one to hoop in the red zone.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, the one with hoop though, his arm got hit. Anytime, I know some people said that well he didn't get touched that much. I bet the difference. Anytime you throwing a ball, and I don't care if it's a pinky finger hit your arm. One of those D linemen coming at you like I don't know how many miles an hour, and just try to swat your arm. It's going to move your arm. It's going to have some type of like certain release of the ball. The ball is not going to get to the point that you're trying to get it to.
We talked about that yesterday at the halftime. During the halftime show, I said that you saw a few times yesterday where the pressure got into Matt's face and he had to release the ball higher than he wanted to. I think that's what happened on Hoop. I just wish that Matt would make a safer throw there. But yeah, it definitely looked like it changed his arm angle, and that's definitely going to affect your passes as well.
Yeah. All right. Well, here's some shade from the game yesterday.
You gotta do the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah, we do. Exactly. But run game needs to improve. All right, we only got like 66 yards on the ground, something like that. Yesterday, run game needs to improve. Dirk Carter, he even said to himself that he wants to be a run first team. And if you've been following us for a long time now, since we started this show, we said that we are going to do more run. All right, because you run the ball, you control the clock. You control the clock, you pretty much gonna end up winning the game if you put up enough points and your defense can hold the lead. All right, we might look into acquire a new punter this week, not to replace Bosher, but just to get Bosher's time to heal if he can't go. And news got out today that Hankman, he finished his 2-week suspension, and they pretty much waived him, but they saying that they may put him on IR for the rest of the year, so we can still have rights on him next year. Go ahead, Jeanna.
So what will happen there, because they waived him, so he has to clear waivers. If nobody picks him up off of waivers, then he automatically defaults to IR for the rest of the offseason.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So it's 24 hours or 48 hours for waiver?
It's 24 hours.
24.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So pretty much tomorrow around 2:00.
Mm-hmm. I think that they go until the end of the day for the NFL, which is 4 p.m. So I think that he has to wait until all day tomorrow goes past, and everybody has a chance to pick him up. And then if nobody does, then he'll land on IR at 4 p.m. tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
As we go back to the shade portion a little bit, Free was getting a lot of hate today, and I saw a lot of people bringing up the YPC, the yards per carry. Freeman was smacked in the backfield for a 5-yard loss twice. That was absolutely not his fault. So when you want to bring up a guy getting stopped in the backfield and bring up his yards per carry, that's kind of a little not fair, because he didn't miss the blocks, and it was nothing. Basically, you're getting hit when you're getting the ball. It was nothing for him to do. So the yards per carry, it's a little unfair, I think, to be upset with him on that.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think that the other thing about Freeman, and it's the same thing that I said before about Matt Ryan, I think the run game will get more consistent as the line continues to get it together. I mean, you've got guys, like Jamone Brown starting on the right side now when he really only practiced on the left side all off season. You just got to give these guys time to develop chemistry so that they can actually run block effectively, because that's been an issue so far.
Yeah. I can buy that. I can certainly buy that. What you think, Don?
I agree. Like I said, once the O-line gels well together, I think the run game will improve. I don't have any doubts at all about the run game. I know it's just everybody's still rusty. Look at Jake Matthews. He's still playing a little rusty. I know a lot of people saying trade him and get rid of him. Anytime a player underperforms or whatever for the first couple of weeks, everybody goes to panic mode, want to get rid of everybody. It's just like last week, everybody want to get rid of trade Matt Ryan, trade Vic Beasley, and I'm not finna entertain that right now. But yeah, we got Mark Malarkey here. We got Chris Morgan. Those guys, they know how to run. They know how to scheme and run the ball. So I'm like I said, I don't have any concerns about that. I know hopefully by week 5, week 6, we are proven. Hey, I'm good. If we're not improving, then hey, I might need to go back and just see. Okay, what's the problem? Is it the O-line or is it the type of run plays they calling? Hey.
Guys in the chat, we are gonna get to you. We only have Jeanna for a certain period of time. So we're gonna get with her and then we're gonna come back. So we are gonna get with you guys in the chat. All right, but one thing with Isaiah Oliver, man. Isaiah Oliver. Hey, certainly seemed to play better than last week. Made a big tackle. Made some good plays. How y'all feeling about Zay?
I think he's settling in. I think that he's making really good progress. It was always going to be a little bit of a learning curve for him, starting for the first time at this level, but I think he's coming along nicely.
Okay.
What was interesting, Jeanna, we talked about yesterday, Don and I. You saw everybody on defense make a play.
Mm-hmm.
You saw everybody in the secondary. We saw True Font. We saw Kiki. We saw Rico. We saw DeMonte. We saw pretty much everybody on the field yesterday making a play. And man, that brings a smile to your face. How could you not love that?
Well, yeah. The way that they played last week was so disappointing, mainly because we finally had all these guys back and healthy. Yeah. And I was so excited about them last season, and we were really robbed of the chance to see what this defense could be because of Keanu's injury and Rico's and Dion's. And so, yeah, yesterday was really much closer to what I was expecting, and it was a lot of fun to watch.
And Don and I talked about Tyler Davison earlier. Guys who drive in a double team, you never get any love from a guy whose son who gets double team 90% of the game every Friday. Guys who drive a double, you never get any love. But we see you, Tyler, and we appreciate you. We see you.
Exactly. All right. So, one more thing. We got Indianapolis this week. We're going to Indy. What's your thoughts on that game, Jeanna?
Well, I hesitate to just kind of chalk this one up to a win for the Falcons, only because we've seen them underperform against teams that they really shouldn't underperform against. But this is a winnable game for Atlanta. I guess Vinatieri is still going to play. As much as I respect his career and his longevity and everything that he's done, I don't think that that's a very good idea. And I think it's certainly an advantage for the Falcons. And I think that Brissett is a good quarterback, and they have a lot of talent. T.Y. Hilton is really excellent. They've got a lot of good guys on their team, but this is a winnable game. The Falcons should take this one.
Definitely.
All right. History, I'm a history guy. It's just we know Dan Quinn's record against AFC teams.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's not good.
No.
So we did a prediction show a couple of weeks ago, and I had us losing this next game. But if we go out and win this game, it's a winnable game.
Mm-hmm.
But we can't just go out there and think that they gonna just let us win, because look, end of the day they want to win too. So they not finna just give us a doggone W. We got to earn it. So
I think I picked the L on this one too. Didn't I, Don? You remember?
Yep, we both did.
We both said L. Yeah. We both thought we'd start 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, and one more thing, Jeanna, before you head out. I know it's not Falcons related, but what do you think about Drew Brees and those Saints out there?
Oh boy. I hate to see any player, even a Saints player, go down with an injury. I like Teddy Bridgewater as a player when he doesn't play for the Saints, and so I was sorry to see that he had such a rough day. But yeah, it's not good news for the Saints, and I don't think that they're going to be able to live up to, even with a very strong defense and with Kamara, I don't think that they're going to be able to overcome losing Brees.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, he's going to be out 6 weeks, and we'll see, we'll see how that we'll see what happened with them, but end of the day, I'm looking at us. We can control our own destiny right now, so because they can easily win, half of most of their games while Drew Brees out and still be in, playoff contention. So
they could, but I'm gonna hope that they go 1-7 and that they're 1-7 by the time Brees gets back.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
For real.
So,
yeah. I'm like you. I never want to see anybody get hurt. I'm not a person who, Don knows I'm never a person who complains about injury. I'm a next man up person. You're never gonna get any sympathy about me. You're never gonna see me cry about injuries for my team. Hey, but I don't have any. I'm certainly not shedding any tears for Saints.
Nope.
Exactly. Well, We thank you for coming on with us. I know you're a very busy woman. We really appreciate it for you coming on. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. You guys have a good night.
Hey, get some pineapple juice in you and some garlic so you feel better.
I will do that. Thanks so much.
All right. Thank you, Jeanna.
Bye, guys.
All right.
Hey, man, we appreciate y'all, all our loyal people in the chat, man. We'll circle through and get all your comments now. We appreciate y'all hanging on, man. If y'all not following Jeanna, if you don't know who she is, man, you don't follow you're not a Falcons fan if you don't know who Jeanna is. So make sure you following her and check out her content, man. She knows the stuff.
Exactly. I run through the chat real quick, and then after the chat, what?
Go ahead.
Yeah, after the chat, we're going to restart the stream up, and we're going to have a Vic Beasley debate. We're going to have the real Pat-Man come on, and we're going to pretty much talk about pretty much one side.
They're going to try to gang up on me, y'all.
Man, ain't nobody trying to gang up on you, man.
Messing with you, man. I've been jumping.
All right. So go ahead and run through the chat real quick.
All right, we got plenty of people here. We got lots of comments. Kojak's checking in. Appreciate you, Kojak. I'm gonna scroll down to y'all till we get under the mic stuff. Kojak's checking in. Jarvis Williams checking in. All right, where we go? Jarvis said, Matt threw 3 picks and didn't hang his head low. Nope, that's one thing. He threw 3 picks and he came back and keep battling. Matt not gonna quit. That's why I did know that too.
I've seen a lot of people on, and I'm gonna go ahead and say this now. I've seen a lot of people talking noise about Matt Ryan. Oh, he had a bad game. Okay, he didn't. I'm not saying he played good. I'm not saying he played bad. He got the job done. There's plenty of games. Hence, Tom Brady's Super Bowl. He didn't have a good game and he didn't have a bad game, but he got the job done for his team to win the championship. All right. But on a lower scale of our game last night, we weren't playing for the championship. We were just playing to get one win in the win column for us last night. And this man did everything he could when he did it to win the game. Now, a lot of folks pretty much saying, oh, well, it was Julio Jones. I said, well, who called the audible? Because if you look at the game, go back and rewind the game. We all have Game Pass. You can go back and watch it. Matt Ryan, he saw what Jim Schwartz was trying to do on that defense. And what he did, he called the audible. All right. And what Sanu and Jake Matthews, they blocked the mess out of those DBs. And Julio went down the field and scored the game-winning touchdown. All right. It's kind of funny how some of these fans, a few seasons ago, and you remember this, Coach, a few seasons ago, Matt Ryan pretty much told everybody that in the Super Bowl he couldn't audible out of the plays. All right, and folks got mad. Well, Matt Ryan, he should have did this. He should have audible out of the game. Like, here's the thing: when you in that type of system, you don't know what audibles you're gonna call. You already got everybody lined up. So you can't just sit there and we gonna run this. You only got so much time.
The system isn't in place.
Exactly.
So when did he start making stuff up on the fly? The system wasn't in place.
Exactly. Now, currently, Matt Ryan, he has the ability to audible out of certain plays to call his own plays. Yes. So
they had a check, and the check with me already was predetermined. I think they said that in the end of the first quarter, Matt and Dirk got together and said, "Hey, if they show this again, this is a check with me that we could use."
So pretty much an audible.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I really didn't understand the big thing like a check with me or audible. Pretty much, it went to the line and Matt got him in the right play. That is the quarterback's job. Yes, he has to do that. Some quarterbacks do that at an elite level. Jake Fromm, that's his best skill, getting the offense in the correct play. But if the play is successful and that's the object is for the play to be successful. If the play was successful, he did his job. So I don't see what the big deal is.
Exactly. Like, and like I said, man, folks wanna. It's just dog if he do, dog if he don't. Like, if y'all hate this man this much, go cheer for another team. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, keep going down the chat because we got Pat Man. He in the chat right now. He ready to come on.
Okay, what's up? Kojak said he thinks that he likes Oliver's play, and Jarvis thinks that Matt Ryan is too focused on the pass rush. I don't know, Jarvis. I'll definitely look at that. I'll definitely check on that Sunday when I was looking, or when I haven't watched Game Pass yet. Watch the game back. So when I watch it back, I'll look for that. Kojak said the defense needs to improve the run game, and why Hill and Allison ain't in. We talked about this yesterday. I think Allison isn't active because he isn't on special team. So if he's not getting carries, he doesn't help you. So I think that's why Allison Hill is on special teams. I think he contributes a little bit, but Quadri is not on special teams. So if he's not getting carries, he's not helping you. That's why he's not listening. Kojak said defense. Jarvis says he saw Keanu missing assignments. It will improve by week 4.
Yeah, him and Debo missed a couple of assignments. So, yeah, like I said, and these guys ain't played since, August of last year. So you got to give these guys time. Like Debo, yeah, he came back the second part of the season, but still he missed a significant of time last year. So, like I said, I give them the week 4, week 5. They'll be playing straight again.
Boy, Trey tricking in. Appreciate you, Trey. He got a good comment too, Trey. This might be really interesting. He says that he thinks they're too predictable when they run with free. When you run with free, we know we're going zone, huh? We know we're going zone cutback or toss. Zone cutback or toss. You're all right, Trey. We know we're going zone cutback or toss with free. That's pretty good. We need to maybe get more creative. That's pretty good observation, Trey. Jarvis says he sees Free going with 89 rushing yards this week. That's a random number, Jarvis. 89. Kojak says true. They always say trade. Just be patient. Yeah, it's week 2. We're not trading anybody. Jarvis says one TD rushing and 1 receiving. That's what you see Free having this week. 89 yards and 1 and 1. Hey, that'll be a good week. I'll take that, Jarvis. Kojak says Free's gonna go for 100 plus this week and hoop. And Kojak says, he was like chill. He was chilling. He having a drink anyway, so take our time. I told him I got a beer in the refrigerator. He told me to go grab it. I'm gonna get my daughter to grab it for me. And what's going on, Pat Man? We got Pat Man in the house and Steel Wings. What's going on, Steel Wings? Our defense was physical as hell. Yes, sir. Them boys were laying the wood last night. They were laying the wood. And we caught up, Don. We caught up in the chat. I almost called you coach again.
All right.
I keep calling you coach.
I don't know why, man.
All right, but we caught up in the chat now. What's going on, Pat?
Yeah, man. That's what I said, man. Yeah, Pat said y'all have not seen the Colts defense. That's what I said, man. A lot of people sleeping. Like, everybody think we go just walk in Indy and just, like, roll over on them. Like, no, man. Like, this going to be I'm telling you, a tough physical game. And if we go in there and we take them just this much likely, we're going to be 1-2. We got to go in there. We got to run. You got to establish this run game. We can't turn the balls over at all. Every time we get the ball, we need to score. I don't care if it's 3 points or 7 points. We need to score. All right. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and close this stream out. Guys, and give us 7 minutes. 7 minutes, we're going to start a whole new stream. We're going to pretty much be debating about the Vic Beasley situation. A lot of people saying that
y'all come back, man. Because they're trying to jump on me. Please, somebody come back and be on my side. Because they're trying to jump on me. And Pat and Don, they some big dudes too, bro.
Man,
please,
whatever,
somebody.
Man.
That Georgia boy, I see you. Come on, run and help your boy out. Don't leave your boy out here hanging.
All right. But yeah, y'all come on back. We'll be back in 7 minutes. I kid you not. 7 minutes, we'll be back up. So, if you're new to the channel,
I am about to grab my bill too, so I can relax.
If you're new to the channel, you already know what to do. Please hit that subscribe button. Also, share this content out with other Falcons and other Atlanta sports fanatics. Also, hit that like button. Also, hit us up in the comment section. Follow us on our social media platforms on Twitter at FILA_SP. Also on Instagram, FILA Sports Podcast, and on Facebook, FILA Sports Podcast. As always,
I'm Holla.
at your hometown sports podcast. We're gonna be right back, you guys. Right back.